Hi guys, today I will talk about the skills of entrepreneurs. Hi, my name is Ivica. I'm a lead mentor in Newman's Startup Center. I'm helping young entrepreneurs to spark and develop a business idea, validate potential risk on the market, and launch products and services with limited resources. Today I would like to talk about the skills you need to have in order to take your startup to a successful business. There are 1,000 pages written about this subject. What are the basic skills startup founder has to have to become a successful entrepreneur? I'm reading those articles very often, and today I will give you 26 skills that I think startup team has to have. First of those is to be confident, forward-facing. You as a CEO of the startup will be the one who is pitching investors. So make sure that this is something that this person has both willing and able to do. Just because you are talented with an ability to build a property doesn't mean you know how to speak to the world. You can have a great technology, but if you are not a great communicator, this technology can die in your lab or your garage or your brain or your computer. That is unfortunately reality for being an entrepreneur. The second is being too proud to beg. Fundraising is of course a critical component for every entrepreneur's success. Ask yourself, are you prepared to ask for what your company needs to grow? There is a joke in the VC world. Only difference between founder and beggar is the amount of money that they are asking for. Don't forget, you will have to ask often. People to do you a service, people to do you a favor, customer to buy your product, somebody to lend you money, and so on and so on. Think about it. The third is more than just a yes man. The biggest question is whenever his CEO is willing to make a decision that might make them unpopular with their team. When you are leading a small company, you might feel like you don't want to upset the vibe. But the good leader has to realize that that mindset won't work in the long run. Think about this. Are you ruthless with your difficult decisions? You should be, because the cold-hearted pragmatism may be very helpful in your journey that you need to take. The fourth is of course flexibility. It is important to understand that there are going to be a change, and the founder of the startup has to be ready and willing to and able to accept the change as the company and marketplace evolve. Something that not every founder is equipped to. Don't fight the change. Be able to anticipate a change and keep the company moving forward. Number 5 is be willing to learn every day. First, you learn about your product inside out and make sure you keep up with the constant changes in the user interface and user experience, but also functionality. Next, take on the project that require you to learn a lot about your industry and truly become an expert in your field. Before you know it, you will have a wisdom beyond your years. Number 5 is to have desire to make a difference. Startups like money, but best startups have a mission to change something big. Number 6 is your ability to resist the urge to sell. Just be helpful instead. Times has changed. People can sniff out the salesperson like never before. Don't forget, you know the best how to get benefit from your product or your services. And your job and your mission is to help your customer to use those benefits. Number 7 is know how to generate the leads. I know you don't want to do the cold calling, and you would probably rather cold call than go to the trade show. We are living in a digital world, and don't miss a day that you're not checking what is new on internet. Check the keyword on Google, new pages on Facebook, tweets about the new business. Look around. Who could be your customer in the future? Number 8 is the question. What does it mean 9 to 5? Working in a startup requires dedication, passion, and downright willpower. Generally, you will be passionate about what you are doing. This should not be a problem. But before you take the pledge, you will need to decide if you are really up to this challenge. Because startup world is something else. You don't go to the work from 9 to 5. You don't finish when you think you need to finish. You finish when you are done. Number 9, its ability to tell a great story. In my experience, the one thing that separates good salesperson and entrepreneurs from great is ability to inspire through the storytelling. Either you do this in written text, video message, a live presentation, or just Facebook post. Make sure that you tell a good story. Because, people love a good stories. Number 10 is power of networking. A large part of success in business comes from the people you know and the power of your network. Maybe you can do a lot by yourself, but you cannot do it alone. You need people to become successful entrepreneurs. Don't miss opportunity for networking event, but make sure that you know how to behave and how to get what you need from it. And even more important, to leave good impression so you can be involved again. Under this video, inside of this lesson, you can find the link on the YouTube playlist when you can find more about how to do the great networking. The 11 is grit in the face of failure. Being an entrepreneur is about making an effort to create something from nothing. You can learn theories and best practices in the classroom, but you cannot learn the grit in dedication that takes you to see your vision to the end. So much of success is in willingness to invest 100% of your energy in the face of the great uncertainty, and to wake up the next moment and be ready to do it again. Grit is about feeling down and getting back up again and again and again. In this day and time that we are living, what you need to do is to create your idea, to structure your idea as an offer, to create a mock-up design, to show the solution to your customer, and then offer it to be sold. And make sure and be certain that one of the 3 customers that you offer that kind of solution will accept your offer. That means at least twice you will do it for free. Number 12 is a loneliness of being a founder. Not to sound really melancholy here, but being a startup founder is a really lonely job. There is no one to complain to. And your job is to create a solution and constantly pitch in the positive light. As they said, never a bad day for the startup. Number 13, not a marathon, not a sprint. It is the set of sprint in a long marathon. For the sprint, you need power. For marathon, you need endurance. If you're a startup founder, you have to learn how to take those sets of sprints, but also be able to see the goal in the end of the long way. Speed in the reaction and patience in decisions are very valuable for your first-time entrepreneurs. Number 14, how to live with the pressure. Entrepreneurship is living with the fact that there is no sight of the relief, ever. Instead, you learn to live with the stress. You acknowledge it. And you learn to cope with it daily. Learning to live with the stress and the pressure is something no one can teach you, but a challenge that you have to face and overcome by yourself. Number 15 is experience of your industry. Learning how the industry works, building a relevant relationship and understanding the right metrics can happen only over the period of time. If you include a team members that already have some experience from the industry and already have some relationship, this will flatten down the learning curve and it will help you a lot. Number 16 is of course passion. Startup environment can be tough and unpredictable, and long hours can test even the most dedicated workers. While skills are needed, passion is absolute must. Someone with passion and enthusiasm can succeed with the right training, but even with the right skills, a candidate without the passion is unlikely to be a good fit in your startup team. Number 70 is flexibility. As a young and growing company, it's important for everybody to make the things better attitude and get whatever has to be done. Startup life is rarely 9 to 5 and often involves doing a few extra hours, few extra hits, and not what is mentioning in your job description. For many candidates, that can be an exciting prospect and opportunity to grow skill set. and to take a new responsibility. And for many, it can be a burden, something that they feel they need to do an extra, and something that they will do with not so much power or passion. Number 18 is growing your thick skin. Think about it. Between a finger pointing and throwing you under the bus, learning how to deal with the personal challenges and undo the criticism is an important skill that you need to develop. To lead the orchestra, you have to be turned your back to the crowd and expect everything to happen behind your back. Number 19 is structure writing. People don't have time to read everything. To be able to structure writing communication without being misunderstood is a skill that most people don't have. There is a saying, I didn't have a time to write you short, and because of that, I'm writing the long letter. Writing company memo, sales proposal, email, instruction to your colleague. Structure is sometimes more important than the content itself. Skill number 21 is being patient. Progress moves slowly in the most corporations. At the startup, it moves at a breakneck speed, and there is nothing in between. It is hard to stay patient when you need an answer or when you see an opportunity. Because of that, it will rather say to be wise in making decisions, so you will be able to play your card after your competition, not before. Number 22 is organizing and systematizing. This is very important for the startups. Even most of the founders are not organized and they don't like to be in the system. Probably this is the reason why they start the private business in the first place. There is a saying, difference between good and great startup founder is that great ones are doing the boring and tough work, not only the interesting and attractive. Number 23 is set the vision. In order to create the clear vision, you need to have a good sense of what is going in the industry and what is going with your competition. This is really the first step to building your winning startup, and we will do this in the next videos. You have to shape the vision in the way it's more unique and competitive to the Korean solution on the market. And here I'm talking about you as a founder, I'm talking about your company as a company policy, and I'm talking about your product. Number 24 is evangelize and motivate. One of the key requirements for any startup CEO is to be chief evangelist. This includes a cheerleading of the staff, from top to the bottom, and getting prospective business clients and investors excited about getting involved in your company. Everyone likes to be around this infectious personality that lights up the room, and you can help to be excited by that person. This is an enthusiasm which is contagious and you cannot fake it. And if you are really energetic and enthusiastic about your business, about your project, about opportunity, you will be able to show it to others. Number 25 is ability to listen. The ability to collect customer feedback and to translate it into the accountable information. And these decisions is base case skill in every position in your startup. Not only for the founders. The whole team should be making this process as a part of their job. This is an essential skill in early stage companies as you have now, which is very often undervalued. As founder, you have to be open to your employees and all those who have something to say. Don't have to take it, but you have to listen to them. Number 26 is ability to get your shit done. If you are a founder, there is no one else who will do your job for you. If you are looking for the job position in the startup, make sure that founder knows that you are the person who knows how to get shit done. No excuses and no missed opportunities for the startup. There is no excuses and there is no missed opportunities for the startups, because every job which is not done can be fatal for early age startup. Okay, that were 26 skills you need to learn or to have to become a successful business owner. Of course, this list is not final, but it will give you what is needed for sure. Also, you don't have to have all of them by yourself, but make sure you have a team that can cover most of those skills. And you are set up into the right direction. Thanks for watching this video. Please give me your feedback and a comment of the content that we are doing here. I'm appreciating every feedback because we are here together and my goal is to become better in my work and be able to give you the best. See you soon in the next video, and until then, best regards.